So as you quiet your mind, what happens is you allow this dominant part of you, where all of your desires are purely tended, you would allow that to become the dominant part of your experience. And when that happens, then as you come back out of your meditation, back into your physical awareness, often just before you come back in, you begin to be aware, or we like to call it receive, some thoughts or impulses. And when your thought or impulse comes from that vibrational environment, it's always a thought or an impulse that will serve you in terms of what you really want. If your thought or impulse comes from a place where your mood is negative, then it usually not only does not serve you, it usually perpetuates the very thing that has been bothering you. And so we've been saying to our friends, make a decision to meditate on Sunday, and it'll take you 15 minutes, maybe 20. We wouldn't set aside more than 20 minutes. But as you quiet your mind, it might take you 10 or 11 or 12 or 13 minutes to even get to the place where you are feeling some detachment. But that's enough. Once you feel that detachment, then your work in your meditation, which is progressive, by the way, has been done. So then get out into your world and take life as it comes to you, because you have no choice. Life is going to come at you as your point of attraction dictates. Don't squirm around in it. Don't try to think your way out of it. Don't try to convince anybody of anything, because you're not going to be able to. Just let life come at you, and it will come, and it will demonstrate what your current point of attraction is. So let it happen, because why? You haven't got any other choice. Oh, you could go back and meditate again, but we would wait until Monday morning. And then we'd meditate, and we'd get into that vibration of non-awareness. And then as the impulse comes, we'd go out into our day, and we'd go as far as we could go. Let life come at you, because it will, because you are attracting it. But the good news is, all the time that contrasting experiences or not contrasting experiences are coming to you, in other words, wanted and unwanted, wanted and unwanted, you are shoring up your vortex with even more affirmation. And so then meditate on Tuesday and go as far as you can go into the day, and then meditate on Wednesday and go as far as you can go into the day, and meditate on Thursday. And after a week or two of this, what you begin to notice is your mood is really improved, because your dilution of the pure positive energy and the perspective of who you really are is making some headway into your day-to-day vibrations. We want to offer to you a statement that you probably will not want to hear from someone like Abraham, who has been in your mind perhaps a proponent of positive thought. But when you are over here in this manifested part of your life experience, and you're trying to think your way out of something, you can't get there from there, because the thoughts that are coming to you are the same resistant thoughts that you've already got going on. But when you quiet your mind, you see, you didn't put your desire to sleep, you just put your resistance to sleep when you meditated. Your desire, which is being tended by your inner being, still remains powerful and active. And so you just get more receptive and more receptive, which leads us to the most powerful statement that we want to make to you about how your vibrations turn to thoughts and your thoughts turn to things. You've got to wonder how it is that you create your own reality. You are a vibrational being, but you must learn to manage the vibration of your being, which means your mood and your awareness of your mood is really, really important. So let's say that you're moving through your day and something happens and it hits you in a strong way. In other words, it is annoying at least and really awful at most. And maybe you're enraged, maybe you feel powerless, or maybe you're just overwhelmed. In other words, there's quite a range of negative emotion. But as that resistance is showing itself to you by that emotion that wells up in you, and then you have an impulse to say something or to do something, we just want you to know that it's not going to be a good impulse, and it's not going to have a good outcome. In fact, we've written several books. A book, Ask and It Is Given. In the back of it, there are 22 processes that can help soften those moments, but they usually don't fix those moments. You could even behave yourself and not say what you really feel like saying. Well, that is an improvement. Or you could reach for the best feeling thought that you can find. But we want to say to you, the best feeling thought that you can find from that place of rage is not a very good feeling thought. In fact, it's so much the same as the thought that you're already thinking that there's not a whole lot of improvement in it. You'd be better to just walk away or take a nap. So what we're really getting at is, once you have momentum going enough that you're feeling strong emotion about it, you can't get there from there. But you could take a vibrational approach to it, and first chance you get, you could quiet your mind. You could sit in a comfortable room and wear comfortable clothing. It's better if there's not anything going on in the room. It's better if it's quiet, so that you can focus upon the ticking of a clock or the dripping of a faucet, or even watch the flicker of a flame in a candle, or count your own breaths going in or out. Or Esther sometimes will listen to a sound in the air conditioner in the room, something that she can focus upon. And once you focus upon it, after a little while, you will feel that those thoughts that are attractive in nature are becoming less and less momentous as the momentum of them is subsiding, as the activity of your mind is ceasing. And then, now, you are in the better position to receive an impulse that will really serve you. That really is the entire process of meditation. Quiet your mind by focusing upon something not very important. So take away from this part of our conversation. You can't get there from there. So stop trying to talk other people into things that you want them to know, because they're not listening. They're not going to get it. Haven't you noticed? Haven't you been in a conversation where you feel one way and they feel another? And so you talk and they talk, and the more they talk, the more you talk. And the more you talk, the more they talk. And do you ever change each other's minds? Or do you just sort of dig in? Well, you know what we're talking about, don't you? And we didn't mean to bring that up, because now you've got it going. Yes, we did. So you know what we're talking about. Well, you've got that going on within you all the time. A desire and a belief is like two parts of yourself having a conversation. But the thing is, your inner being is not ever going to join you in your negative thought. And once you understand that, so that you are willing to do whatever it takes to go in the direction of who you really are, to go with the flow, to follow those impulses, then you get to experience the deliciousness of consciously witnessing the universe and law of attraction, bringing the cooperative components together, and you actually being one of those impulsive cooperative components, where you get an impulse, which means you are a cooperative component to what's going on. And as you're a cooperative component, then you get to watch the unfolding of it. And in the beginning, we acknowledge, in the beginning, those impulses don't feel that important. I think I'll go sit over there. Now I think I'll go sit over there. I think I'll go sit over there. Now I think I'll go sit over there. And then something begins to happen that makes you realize why you're sitting over there. And so for a while, you really are just following impulses because they feel like impulses. But when you get really good at this, then the impulse payoff is faster and bigger and more obvious. You find yourself even sometimes knowing the thoughts turn to things so much that you even know why you're going. You even feel a passion to go somewhere, and your friends will say, "Where are you going?" And you say, "Over there." And they'll say, "Why?" And you say, "Because I feel like I want to." And they'll say, "But give me a reason." "I don't have another reason. It just feels like where I want to be. But I need you to explain to me exactly why you're going over there and exactly what you expect to get out of it. I need your life plan about this movement from there to there. And if you're not willing to give me your life plan about your reason from there to there, then I pronounce this not a good plan." And you say, "Okay," because you're not going to get into an argument with somebody who feels that strongly about anything, because you're not going to win with the verbal argument. But if you get in the habit of going back to your source and replenishing yourself and allowing your vibration to raise like a cork that floats to the surface, and then you feel an impulse and you follow through and you begin to notice this impulse and what happened next, and this impulse, just one impulse after another leading to one good thing after another, then then you get to be one who lives happily ever after. Happily ever after, meaning not it's missing, 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 there it is, happy. No, happily ever after. Happily in this impulse and in this one and in this one, because you figured something out. You have come to be one of the not very many so far who know, or you knew it when you were little, but they trained it out of you, of what true satisfaction is. True satisfaction is not being out of alignment with the impulse and the flow of that broader perspective. So you go over there and you just feel satisfied. You're not bouncing off the wall with enthusiasm about it. It just feels satisfying, and then satisfying, and then satisfying, and then satisfying. And as you allow the momentum of these satisfying feelings to gather, then it won't be long before you'll be on the brink of this manifestation. And we know, Esther said to us the other day, Abraham, this was before we were really talking about this satisfaction factor and about the momentum of thoughts are turning to things. So it was a little while ago, and she said, Abraham, I know about the vortex and I believe in it. I felt it. I can feel when I'm close to it. I can feel when I'm in vibrational sync with it. And I watch things unfold. I get this. I believe it. But I just want you to know, Abraham, Esther said, that I really like manifestation best. I really, really like it when the manifestation happens. I really like it when my desire comes out, where I can really see it and observe it with all of my physical senses, and where others can see it too. I really, really like manifestations. And we said, of course you do. You came here to this leading edge environment because you are a creator of these manifestations, but you can't get there from there. If you don't allow yourself to be satisfied in the not seeing it, then you're not going to see it. You're not going to see it. You have to believe it before you see it. You have to feel the satisfaction, even though you can't see it, the satisfaction of this impulse and this. And then after a little while, you'll get so good at observing the universal forces bringing together the cooperative components that you'll stop doubting. You'll know, you said it, you'll know by your mood. You'll know by your mood that you were on the track of it. You'll know by your mood. You don't have to see the end results. When you get on the road, when you're taking any journey, you cannot see your final destination. You're on this road and this road and this road and this road and this road. You found that out coming to this hotel. There are lots of different twists and turns and lots going on just getting to this destination. It's always that way, you see. But the way you feel along the way matters so much, and you know why? Because that's your life. Now. And so if I'm pensive and unrewarded now, but I'm going to be happy when I get over there, not so much. If I'm worried about something now, not so much. You have to show yourself how to find satisfaction right now. And we're just saying, we love you so much. It is unlikely. We love you so much. We want to tell it to you straight. We love you so much. It is not likely that without meditation, you will be one who has the impulse of that pure thought of what your source energy knows. It's not likely that you'll be in that receiving mode. You'll just be over here banging it out with the rest of them, doing it the hard way. There's so much leverage in step 3. And since step 1 and 2 are already done for you, is it too much to ask you to just try to do step 3 just a little bit? Just focus yourself in step 3 just a little bit and let the universe surprise and delight you. Have you heard us say surprise and delight you? We've been talking about letting things surprise and delight you for a very long time. And Esther in the beginning wondered, well, if I'm the deliberate creator of my own experience, then really, Abraham, how much surprise can there be? If I'm the one that's making all of the decisions, and we say, because you made the decisions incrementally and you put them in the vortex one at a time over a long period of time, and a lot of them were there before you even came into this physical body, and you really do not know how wonderfully they have gelled together and how many other cooperative components have come together. All you're going to get is the first impulse, and as you follow it, and then it blossoms into this full-blown manifestation, yes, it's going to knock your socks off. It's going to surprise and delight you in ways that we cannot even begin to describe. But what matters to us more that you hear is along the way you're going to have fun. That's what matters most. Along the way you're going to be having fun. Satisfaction. That's your mood. How are you? Happy? How are you now? Happy. How are you now? Happy. You mean you're not even happy? Happier, 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 happier? Well, maybe you could call it that. But as momentum of satisfaction grows and grows and grows and grows and grows, those manifestations are knock your sockables offable. They are.